certainly does. What's he doing?
Welcome to an extraordinary journey through the life of one of music's greatest legends, Barry Gibb. For over 6 decades, Barry has been the voice behind the Bee Gees, captivating audiences worldwide with his unforgettable melodies and iconic sound. But the path to stardom for Barry Gibb was paved with more than just chart-topping hits and fame. It was a journey fraught with personal trials, family turmoil, and heart-wrenching losses that few are aware of. In this exclusive video, we uncover the truth behind Barry's storied career and the mysteries that have surrounded his personal life. From persistent rumors about his rumored relationship with Barbara Streisand to the profound struggles and sacrifices he endured, we reveal what has remained hidden for years. Now, at 77 years old, Barry's son has bravely come forward to address these long-standing speculations. What secrets will be unveiled about the legendary musician's life? How did Barry overcome the immense challenges that threatened to derail both his career and personal life? Dive into the riveting story of Barry Allen Crompton Gibb, starting from his dramatic early childhood on the Isle of Man, through his rise to fame and the personal battles that shaped him. This video promises a deep and compelling look at a music icon's life beyond the stage, a narrative filled with courage, resilience, and a legacy that continues to inspire. Don't miss out on this eye-opening exploration of Barry Gibb's life. Hit that subscribe button and join us as we unravel the remarkable story of a true musical legend. In 1959, the Gibb family made a pivotal move that would set the stage for one of the most iconic musical careers in history. They relocated to 50 St. Catherine's Drive, a modest home that would become the backdrop for many of the early memories that shaped Barry Gibb's life. This year was particularly significant for Barry, who was already demonstrating a precocious interest in music and creativity. However, it wasn't just the move that marked this year as momentous. It was also the year his younger brothers, twins Robin and Maurice, were born on December 22nd. The arrival of the twins was a momentous event for the Gibb family and would later play a crucial role in Barry's musical journey, leading to the formation of one of the most successful and beloved bands in music history, the Bee Gees. The Gibb family, originally from the Isle of Man, found themselves constantly on the move as Barry's father, Hugh Gibb, sought stable employment. This period of their lives was marked by frequent relocations within the town of Douglas. After their stay at St. Catherine's Drive, the family briefly lived at Smedley Cottage in Spring Valley. These were not grand homes, but they were filled with the love and creativity that would later inspire Barry's music. Following their time at Smedley Cottage, the family settled at 43 Snell Road in Williston, where they lived for a couple of years. These moves were not just about finding a place to live. They were about finding a sense of stability and community in a world that was often uncertain. During these formative years, Barry's world was expanding beyond the confines of his family home. His formal education began on September 4, 1951, just 3 days after his 5th birthday. He attended Braden School, a small local institution where he took his first steps into the world of learning. It was here that Barry began to develop a sense of discipline and routine. Though even at this young age, his mind often wandered to melodies and harmonies rather than arithmetic and spelling. The following year, Barry transitioned to Tynwald Street Infant School, where he continued his early education. By the time of his 7th birthday in 1953, Barry had moved on to Des Maine Road Boys School. This school, with its more rigorous academic environment, laid the foundation for his future, although it was clear to everyone around him that music would soon take center stage in his life. Barry's early years were marked by a growing awareness of his love for music. He found himself drawn to the sounds of the radio, the melodies that filled the air in the post-war era, and the simple pleasure of singing with his brothers. However, these were also years of financial hardship for the Gibb family. Hugh Gibb worked tirelessly to provide for his family, but money was often tight. This financial strain would later become a driving force in Barry's determination to succeed in the music industry. The Gibb family's resilience in the face of adversity would be a recurring theme throughout their lives. In 1955, the Gibb family decided to return to their roots in Manchester, England. This move marked the beginning of the brothers' musical journey, setting the stage for the formation of the Bee Gees. It was in Manchester, a city with a rich musical heritage, that Barry, along with his brothers Robin and Maurice, began to explore their musical talents in earnest. The industrial backdrop of Manchester, with its bustling streets and vibrant cultural scene, provided the perfect environment for the Gibb brothers to hone their craft. The move to Manchester was not just a change of scenery, it was a return to the heart of a city that would shape their musical identity. The journey of the Bee Gees began in 1955 in Manchester. Barry, who was only 9 years old at the time, was already showing signs of his musical talent. His younger brothers, Robin and Maurice, though still toddlers, would soon follow in his footsteps. Together, they formed a group called the Rattlesnakes, laying the foundation for what would become one of the most successful musical acts in history. The Rattlesnakes started as a skiffle rock and roll trio, a genre that was sweeping across the UK at the time. Skiffle, with its simple, catchy rhythms, was the perfect entry point for young musicians like the Gibb brothers. Barry took on the role of lead vocalist and guitarist, while Robin and Maurice, along with friends Paul Frost and Kenny Horrocks, provided backup vocals. They drew inspiration from popular artists of the day, covering songs by Cliff Richard, Paul Anka, Buddy Holly, and the Everly Brothers. These artists were at the forefront of the rock and roll movement, and their influence on the young Gibb brothers was profound. Their first professional gig came on December 28, 1957, at the Gaumont Cinema, a significant milestone in their budding career. Performing in front of a live audience was a thrilling experience for the young musicians. The Gaumont Cinema, a popular venue in Manchester, was a far cry from the small, informal gatherings where they had previously played. This performance marked the beginning of their journey into the professional music world, where they would soon learn the challenges and rewards of pursuing a career in the industry. However, the group's composition wasn't destined to remain stable. Around 1958, an incident involving a guitar led to a lineup shift. By May of that year, Frost and Horrocks had departed as the Gibbs relocated to Northern Grove. This change prompted a rebranding, and the remaining members renamed themselves Wee Johnny Hayes and the Blue Cats, a name that reflected their evolving musical style. They began performing at local venues, including the Princess Club's Minor 15 Talent Contest, where they continued to gain experience and confidence as performers. A major turning point came in early August 1958, when the Gibb family embarked on a journey to Australia as part of an assisted migration program. This program, which encouraged British families to relocate to Australia, offered the Gibbs a chance for a fresh start in a new country. They sailed on the Fair Sea from Southampton, a voyage that would dramatically alter their lives and musical careers. The decision to move to Australia was not made lightly. The family was leaving behind their friends, their extended family, and the familiarity of Manchester for a country on the other side of the world. The journey itself was an adventure, with the Gibbs sharing the ship with other migrants, including future celebrities like Red Simons of the Australian rock band Skyhooks, and even the parents of future pop icon Kylie Minogue. Upon arriving in Australia, the brothers continued to pursue their musical ambitions with renewed vigor. Australia in the late 1950s was a country on the brink of a cultural revolution, with rock and roll beginning to take hold among the youth. The Gibb brothers, with their natural talent and determination, were perfectly positioned to take advantage of this emerging musical landscape. In 1958, they found themselves performing between races at the Red Cliff Speedway to earn some extra cash. It was a humble beginning, but it allowed them to continue developing their craft and gaining exposure. The Red Cliff Speedway performances were not glamorous, but they were crucial in helping the brothers build their confidence and stage presence. It was during this time that their talent caught the attention of Bill Gates, a local radio DJ. Gates, who had a keen ear for new talent, was impressed by Barry's original compositions such as Let Me Love You and Underneath the Starlight of Love. Gates's interest in their original material was a turning point for the brothers. It was one thing to cover popular songs, but Writing and performing their material set them apart from other young bands. Barry, recognizing the potential of their original music, made a significant decision in September 1961. At the age of 15, he left school to focus on his songwriting as the Gibb family relocated to Surfer's Paradise, a coastal area known for its vibrant entertainment scene. Barry's decision to leave school was not easy, but it was a testament to his commitment to his craft. The summers of 1961 and 1962 were spent performing along the Gold Coast, where the brothers honed their skills and began to attract a loyal following. Barry even managed to audition his songs for Col Joye, one of Australia's leading rock and roll stars at the time. The group's evolution continued, and they eventually became known as the Bee Gees, a name that would soon become synonymous with musical excellence. Their big break came when they signed with Festival Records, a major Australian record label. This was a significant step forward for the Bee Gees, as it gave them access to professional recording studios and a broader audience. The label later assigned them to Leiden, a subsidiary focused on pop and rock music. Barry penned their first single, The Battle of the Blue and the Gray, showcasing his burgeoning songwriting prowess. Every Bee Gees single from 1963 to 1966 came straight from Barry's pen, establishing him as the creative force behind the group's music. The trio quickly became the family's main breadwinners, earning a modest income from their performances. This was crucial for a family struggling financially. The success of the Bee Gees provided a much-needed sense of security for the Gibb family, though they continued to face challenges along the way. Barry reflects on their early years with a mix of nostalgia and pragmatism, remembering the various houses they rented as their father struggled to keep up with rent payments, often resulting in late-night moves with suitcases in tow. These experiences of financial instability and the constant need to adapt and overcome shaped Barry's approach to life and music. Despite the financial challenges, the Gibb brothers found joy and fulfillment in their music. Their journey from the streets of Manchester to the stages of Australia was filled with ups and downs, but it was their unwavering commitment to their craft that saw them through. Their early hits in Australia laid the groundwork for the global success that would follow. By the late 1960s, the Bee Gees had returned to the UK and were on the brink of international stardom. Their unique blend of pop, rock, and harmony singing captured the hearts of fans around the world. The Bee Gees' rise to fame was not just a testament to their talent, but also to their resilience and determination. They had overcome numerous obstacles to reach the top, and their success served as an inspiration to countless others who dreamed of making it in the music industry. Barry Gibb's journey from a small house in St. Catherine's Drive to global superstardom is a remarkable story of talent, perseverance, and the power of family. The Bee Gees would go on to sell millions of records, winning countless awards and leaving an indelible mark on the music industry. Their influence can be heard in the work of countless artists who followed in their footsteps. Barry's legacy, along with that of his brothers, continues to inspire new generations of musicians and fans alike. Their music, characterized by its emotional depth, intricate harmonies, and timeless appeal, remains as relevant today as it was when they first burst onto the scene. The Gibb brothers' journey is not just a story of musical success, but also a testament to the enduring power of family, creativity, and the belief that, with hard work and determination, anything is possible. Our prefaced days were the best. Barry Gibb reflects on the Bee Gees' journey. Barry Gibb, the last surviving member of the iconic Bee Gees, often looks back on the early days of the band with a mixture of nostalgia and wistfulness. Our prefaced days were the best, Barry recalls, his voice tinged with the soft melancholy that only comes from the passage of time. It was a period marked by camaraderie, creativity, and a profound sense of brotherhood. The Gibb brothers, Barry, Robin, and Maurice, were not just bandmates. They were inseparable companions navigating the tumultuous waters of the music industry together. In those early days, there was no sense of competition between them. Wistfully, there was no competition, Barry remembers, reflecting on a time when their bond was stronger than any external pressures. The brothers operated as a unit, a single entity bound by a shared vision. It didn't matter who took the lead in a song. What mattered was the music they created together. It didn't matter who took the lead, Barry emphasizes, illustrating the selflessness that defined their early work. Each brother brought something unique to the table, and they were content to let the music guide them rather than their egos. The success of their early work was a testament to this collaborative spirit. When the Bee Gees scored their first #1 hit with Massachusetts, it was Robin who took the lead. His distinctive voice carried the song, and it became an anthem of the era. Robin took the lead, Barry recalls with a note of pride for his younger brother. However, this moment of triumph also marked a subtle shift in the dynamics within the group. I think he felt entitled to it thereafter, Barry muses, hinting at the complexities that would later arise as the brothers continued to evolve as both artists and individuals. Despite the shifting dynamics, Barry is quick to assert that the Bee Gees' success was always a collective effort, but that wasn't how we operated, he asserts, his tone taking on the authoritative stance of the older brother. The Bee Gees were never about individual glory, they were about the power of their combined talents. We all contributed songs, Barry explains, highlighting the democratic process that defined their creative sessions. Whoever brought the idea to the table typically took the lead, ensuring that each brother had a voice and a stake in the final product. Yet, as with any family or close-knit group, internal tensions were inevitable. These tensions, coupled with the mounting pressures of fame, eventually led to the Bee Gees disbanding in 1969. The split was a shock to fans and the music industry alike, given the group's recent string of successes. Their harmonious blend of pop, rock, and soulful ballads had earned them a devoted following, and their sudden breakup left many wondering what had gone wrong. The breakup, however, proved to be more of a temporary hiatus than a permanent end. During this period, the brothers pursued individual projects, allowing them to explore their own musical identities outside of the group. Barry, for instance, continued writing and producing music, while Robin and Maurice each embarked on solo careers. This time apart was dynamic and, in many ways, crucial for their personal growth. It gave them the space to reflect on their relationships with each other and their shared musical legacy. The distance allowed them to gain perspective on what they had accomplished together and what they still had to offer. Fortunately for music lovers worldwide, the Bee Gees reunited a few years later. Their return to the music scene was met with great anticipation, but it wasn't immediately met with the same level of success they had previously enjoyed. The music industry had changed during their absence, and the Bee Gees found themselves having to re-establish their place in a rapidly evolving landscape. Their sound, once at the forefront of popular music, now seemed somewhat out of step with the prevailing trends. It was a challenging time for the group, but they remained undeterred. This period of reduced prominence would prove to be temporary, as the Bee Gees were on the cusp of their greatest commercial success in the early 1970s. After struggling to recapture their earlier glory, they found a new direction that would redefine their career and secure their place in music history. The catalyst for this transformation was their manager and film producer, Robert Stigwood, who suggested they work on a soundtrack for a movie about a young Brooklynite with a mundane weekday job at a paint shop who lets loose on the dance floor in the clubs of Bay Ridge over the weekends. Initially skeptical about the film's potential, the trio agreed to the project, perhaps not fully grasping the impact it would have. The film was Saturday Night Fever, and the soundtrack they created for it became a cultural phenomenon. The album sold 40 million copies, catalyzing a cultural revolution and cementing the Bee Gees' place in music history. It was a turning point not only for the group but for popular music as a whole. The soundtrack's blend of disco, pop, and soul resonated with audiences around the world, propelling the Bee Gees to new heights of fame. Reflecting on the impact of Saturday Night Fever and the subsequent disco craze, Barry states, "That period was the most vibrant time I can recall." The success of the soundtrack brought the Bee Gees back to the forefront of the music industry, and their influence extended far beyond the disco era. The image of the Gibb brothers as hairy-chested, medallion-wearing icons of the disco era remains entrenched in popular culture to this day. Barry's personal life during this time was equally eventful, marked by significant changes and enduring relationships. While the Bee Gees' professional journey was an incredible success, sprinkled with occasional turmoil, Barry Gibb's personal life took its own twists and turns. His relationships, particularly his marriage to Linda Gray, played a crucial role in shaping his life both on and off the stage. In 1966, at the age of 19, Barry tied the knot with his first wife, Maureen Bates. However, this union proved to be short-lived, and the couple separated in July 1970. The brevity of this marriage perhaps reflected the whirlwind nature of Barry's life at the time, as the Bee Gees were rapidly ascending to stardom. Just 2 months after his separation from Maureen, Barry's life took another significant turn. He met Linda Gray, a former Miss Edinburgh, while filming Top of the Pops in London in 1967. Barry recalled their initial encounter, noting the instant connection they felt when their eyes met. This meeting sparked a romance that would prove to be enduring and transformative. Their love story reached a memorable moment on the set of Doctor Who, surrounded by Daleks. This unusual setting for a blossoming romance perhaps foreshadowed the extraordinary life they would share. Reflecting on the genesis of their relationship on Piers Morgan's Life Stories in 2017, Barry expressed how he felt from the beginning that their love was destined to last a lifetime. The couple's romance culminated in marriage on September 1, 1970, coinciding with Barry's 24th birthday. This date marked the beginning of a partnership that would withstand the tests of time and the pressures of fame. Barry and Linda's journey together reached a significant milestone in 1973 when they welcomed their first child, Stephen Crompton Gibb, into the world. Born in London and later raised in Miami, Stephen initially explored the piano, but eventually found his passion in the guitar. He pursued his musical dreams in various hard rock and metal bands, including 58 Black Label Society and Crowbar, carrying on the family's musical legacy in his own unique way. 3 years later, in 1977, Barry and Linda's second child, Ashley Robert Crompton Gibb, was born on September 8th. Like his father and elder brother, Ashley would also embark on a musical career. The choice of Ashley's name was influenced by Linda's enduring affection for the name, while Robert paid homage to the Australian-British entrepreneur Robert Stigwood, who played a significant role in the Bee Gees' career. The Gibb family continued to grow. In 1981, they welcomed their third son, Travis Gibb, born on January 10th in Florida. 3 years later, on December 1st, 1984, Michael Gibb joined the family. Interestingly, Michael shares a birthday with his elder brother Stephen. He was named after the legendary Michael Jackson, who served as his godfather and was a close friend of the Gibb family. Unlike his musically inclined siblings, Michael chose a different path, pursuing acting and accumulating 6 acting credits. In 1991, Barry and Linda celebrated the birth of their first daughter, Alexandra Gibb, on December 29th. As the years passed, Barry and Linda's family continued to expand, not just with their children, but with grandchildren as well. In 2002, Stephen, the couple's first son, welcomed their first grandchild, Nina. Shortly after, in 2003, Ashley, Barry, and Linda's second son welcomed Lucas John Crompton, increasing the Gibb grandchildren count to 7. Throughout the ups and downs of Barry's career, Linda remained a constant source of support and stability. Barry credits her for being a steadfast beacon of sobriety and support, particularly during times when his brothers were struggling with various addictions. Her firm stance against substance abuse created a haven within their home where drugs were unwelcome and promptly disposed of. Barry acknowledges the stroke of luck that spared him from falling into the same traps that caught his siblings, crediting his resilience to Linda's strong guidance. Once, when we were at the record plant in Los Angeles, Steve McQueen attempted to whisk Linda away on the back of his motorbike. Barry reveals with a chuckle, clearly still amused by the memory. The playful tone in his voice belies the sense of security and trust he felt in his relationship with Linda. McQueen, a legendary figure known for his rebellious streak and love for motorcycles, was undoubtedly a formidable presence. However, the unwavering bond between Barry and Linda ensured that this moment remained a light-hearted anecdote rather than a serious concern. Their mutual respect and love provided Barry with a stable foundation, enabling him to weather the many storms that come with fame and success. Barry never succumbed to the temptations that ensnared his brothers, and he attributes much of this resilience to Linda's influence. Her firm stance against substance abuse and her commitment to maintaining a drug-free environment at home played a crucial role in Barry's ability to navigate the pressures of fame without falling into self-destructive habits. Barry Gibb's life and career have been marked by extraordinary highs and deep lows, reflecting a journey that has profoundly shaped him. The sense of ongoing connection to his late brothers, Maurice and Robin, offers a poignant reminder of the inseparable bond they once shared, a bond that transcends even death. Barry often reflects on the eerie yet comforting experiences that he interprets either as supernatural occurrences or as manifestations of his profound grief. These experiences, whether viewed through a spiritual lens or as manifestations of his sorrow, have provided him with a sense of continued connection to his brothers. The memories of their shared experiences and their collective creative spirit remain alive in his heart, offering solace and a sense of presence despite their physical absence. The Bee Gees' journey through fame and personal struggles is a testament to their resilience. Barry, in particular, has found strength and comfort in his family. Surrounded by what he lovingly refers to as multiple Gibbs, with 5 children and 7 grandchildren, Barry's household is a vibrant haven of warmth and familial bonds. This close-knit family unit has been especially cherished during the challenges posed by the pandemic, a time that tested many families around the world. The warmth and support of his family have provided Barry with a sense of stability and joy, helping him navigate the trials and tribulations that life has thrown at him. Throughout the Bee Gees' career, the family faced numerous rumors and tragedies, yet they demonstrated remarkable resilience. Their ability to navigate the pitfalls of fame and personal loss stands as a testament to their strength and determination. The Bee Gees' ability to endure and overcome challenges has been a source of inspiration not only to their fans but also to those who know their story intimately. Their journey reflects a profound sense of perseverance, driven by their passion for music and their unbreakable bond as a family. In the wake of the Bee Gees' iconic disco era and the subsequent challenges they faced, Barry reinvented himself as a highly sought-after songwriter and producer. He embarked on a successful career collaborating with a wide range of artists across various genres, demonstrating his versatility and enduring relevance in the music industry. Barry's ability to adapt and thrive in an evolving musical landscape highlights his remarkable talent and resilience. Barry's life in Miami, where he has resided since 1977, reflects a significant chapter in his personal and professional life. The move to Miami was prompted by Eric Clapton's suggestion during a particularly challenging period in the Bee Gees' career. Clapton recommended that Barry and his brothers relocate to the house made famous by his album 461 Ocean Boulevard. This advice proved to be transformative for Barry, providing him with a new sense of comfort and inspiration. Miami, with its echoes of Barry's Australian upbringing, offered a fresh start and a reprieve from the pressures they had been facing. Barry's Miami residence, a luxurious waterfront mansion within an exclusive country club, stands in stark contrast to the financial struggles his family faced in Australia. The immense success of the Bee Gees, estimated to have sold between 100 and 200 million records, enabled Barry to enjoy a lavish lifestyle that seemed almost unimaginable during their early years. Robin Gibb, before his passing, owned a neighboring property that attracted high-profile visitors, including former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, who vacationed there. In recent years, Barry has continued to work on exciting new projects that reflect his enduring passion for music. He has been particularly enthusiastic about his latest album, which sees him revisiting timeless Bee Gees hits alongside a stellar lineup of country stars such as Dolly Parton and Alison Krauss. Barry describes the recording sessions for this album as the thrill of a lifetime, highlighting the joy and excitement he feels about working with such esteemed artists. Despite his enthusiasm, a hint of self-doubt lingers beneath the surface, as it took some persuasion from his son Stephen to convince him that collaborating with these renowned artists would indeed capture public interest. The documentary, How Can You Mend a Broken Heart, pays tribute to the Bee Gees' enduring musical legacy, featuring contributions from music luminaries like Chris Martin, Noel Gallagher, Mark Ronson, and Justin Timberlake. Despite the accolades and adoration, Barry often feels like an outsider in the music industry. His sense of being on the periphery, despite his remarkable achievements, underscores the complexity of his journey and the deep connection he maintains with his brother's memory. Through it all, Barry Gibb's story remains a testament to resilience, family bonds, and the enduring power of music. Barry Gibb's reaction to the overwhelmingly positive reception at Glastonbury truly speaks volumes about his humility and genuine disbelief. It's a testament to the enduring impact of the Bee Gees' music and how their timeless songs continue to resonate with audiences even decades after their initial release. To stay updated with more engaging content like this, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the video appearing on your screen right now to dive deeper into another fascinating topic. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.